The man just wanted to buy a horse, but the old man was asking $300,000. The man said nothing. He quietly set 15 gold coins on the table and strapped the gear onto the horse. Just as he was about to leave, a group of armed officers burst through the door. They leveled their guns at D and demanded to know what he was doing there. The owner spoke up and said he was there to buy a horse. The sheriff wasn't having it. He swept the gold coins off the table and onto the floor. In this town, selling anything to a half-blood was strictly forbidden. He told D to get out, and fast. But the old man held his ground. The horse was his. He said who he sold it to was his own business. The sheriff warned him not to mess with the town's rules. The truth was, this town had a history. There had been vampire nobles here once, and a lot of people had died because of it. But that was a long time ago. The old man looked at them and began to tell a story. 40 years ago, over a dozen children from this town were taken by a vampire noble. The townspeople pooled their money and hired a vampire hunter, a remarkably powerful man who took on the vampires single-handedly and brought every last child home alive, saving them from being killed. The town never said thank you. Instead, they drove him out, threw stones at him until he was gone, all because the hunter was a half-blood, part vampire, part human. His strength terrified them. The sheriff crossed his arms. None of this was his problem. He told the old man that he was the one who made the rules around here. Then the old man pulled out a weapon and aimed it at the sheriff. He told D to go. Then he said something that silenced the room. He was one of the children who had been rescued that day. Everyone stood frozen. The old man said he still remembered every detail of the man who had saved him. The wide-brimmed hat, the pendant on his chest, the long sword across his back, that striking face, identical to the man standing in front of him now, because a half-blood never ages. Under the old man's cover, D rode out of town and back on the road. Elsewhere, the vampire noble's caravan had stopped to rest. Charlotte stepped out of the carriage to get some air and came face to face with D, who had come to rescue her. But D wasn't prepared for what she said next. Charlotte revealed a secret that changed everything. She's actually in love with a vampire noble.